Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. And he's running in the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Jennings. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team, you get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture.
Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup. Yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. On the move, he fires. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the ground with the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off the play fake on first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Caught behind the line. It's Jennings. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The pitch to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He was man trying to block him and tackle that receiver on the screen.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They're trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into their own hands. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
Yeah, it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll keep it on the sneak. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. They'll try it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jennings. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Comes out throwing on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jennings. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The aerial assault continues. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletion.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half, a lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They're going back to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys to the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
On 3rd down, going up top. He chucks one out to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got to score. You got to stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hainsworth. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They think there's room to run.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, and set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Hainsworth. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown Tide! What a catch and run for 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer that sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking for a gap. It's Velasquez. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Velasquez. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Will not get there. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Law. Looking deep. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They feed him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On third down, he drops to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's strong. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They keep attacking through the air. He's got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Toss sweep to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.